At first, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at your pure feet. You are all very qualified and very respected devotees, and I'm just beginner in front of you all. And actually, I have no qualification to give katha or glorify Lord or devotees of the Lord. But I really need your blessings. That if you bless me, then I can make an attempt to purify myself by singing the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and singing the glories of his devotees. Actually, there are two kind of birds. One bird is Vogel, na, of Deutsch. One bird is Sri Garuda Dev. He's also a bird, family of bird. And Garuda Dev has a very exalted position, very high position. He is the personal associate of the Lord Sri Hari, Sri Krishna. Garuda Dev is a great devotee. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, I think it's verse 30, where Krishna says, amongst the demons, I am Prahlada. Amongst the birds, I am Garuda. Among the beasts, I am Loin. So Bhagavan himself says, among the birds, I am Garuda. So you can understand what is the position of Garuda Dev. And there is another bird, which is a crow. I think in German it's Rabe, crow. A crow has no qualities, and he is also not considered so auspicious, and so he is a low class, bird. And Garuda is a high class, so there are two different levels. In our Dharma Shastras, in our scriptures, it is written that a crow sitting on the peak of a Sumeru mountain. Sumeru mountain is the highest mountain, the most respectable mountain in our scriptures in the whole universe. Is the highest mountain. A crow is sitting on the peak of the Sumeru Parvat or Sumeru mountain, and Garuda Dev is sitting on the earth. You assume this situation. Who is greater? Who is great? Is the crow becomes great by sitting on the mountain peak, or Garuda Dev, who is sitting on the earth, he is still great? So this is the situation today. I am the crow and you are all Garudas. So I beg mercy at your lotus feet, at your pure feet. Please bless me that I can say something about the glories of a great devotee of the Lord, Sri Bhisma Dev. And of course, from the mouth of Bhisma Dev, we have to do stuti of Lord Sri Krishna himself. I know that in our Gauradesh temple, on Sunday mornings, we have a Chaitanya Charitamrita class. So we want to continue this tradition. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita, has a very high level and I really love it. So I have taken a verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, which is a verse composed by Sri Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. This is the first verse of Sri Sikshastakam. So maybe we can sing together. Cheto darpan marjanam bhav mahadavagni nirvapanam Shreyah kairav chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam Purnamrataswadanam Sarvatmasnapanam Pram Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita Anta Leela, chapter 20 and verse number 12. I really like this verse, and you know that the whole conclusion of this verse is Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So, what is Sri Krishna Sankirtanam? Actually, there are so many ways of doing spiritual practices. There is Karam Yoga, there is a Gyan Yoga, Dhyan Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. So there are so many, ladders in the yoga process. And everywhere in the Vedanta Sutra, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Bhakti Yoga is glorified. Even in the Bhagavad Gita itself, Bhakti Yoga is glorified everywhere. And also in the Kali Yuga, this is the only dharma. So in the Bhakti Yoga, Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. This is most important. It's very, very important. Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. So what is the meaning of Sri Krishna Sankirtanam? Actually, this verse is related to my to the Katha of Bhisma Dev, what we will discuss together in the next 7 days. So this is a lecture series for 7 days, and Bhisma Dev is glorifying Lord Sri Krishna and devotees. So this is connected with that. That's why I chosen this verse. What is Sri Krishna Sankirtanam? We all know that when the devotees are coming together, so Sankirtanam, Sam means Samyak in Sanskrit. Samyak means complete, comprehensive, whole. And Kirtanam is when we chant together. And Sankirtan is when we chant together, when we are as a whole, as a group, as a congregation, when we chant together, it's Sankirtanam. So why it is called Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam? So we do this chanting na in the Gaurades. Yesterday was the 6 hours Kirtan. Every month we have first Saturday 6 hours Kirtan in Gaurades. It's so blissful. And our devotees are doing Harinam Sankirtan also in the Cologne city, and they are purifying the whole city. They are purifying the seasons, the bewoner of the Cologne city. So by doing Sankirtan. Sankirtan is actually many types. One of the Sankirtan is Nama Sankirtan, which we are doing like Kirtan, we are singing together in the Cologne city center or in the Gaurade 6 hours Kirtan. This is Nama Sankirtan. Srila Prabhupada has said, and our Acharyas have said, that Sankirtan is mainly 4 types. Nama Sankirtan, Rupa Sankirtan, like form of the Lord, glorifying the forms of the Lord. Leela Sankirtan, glorifying the pastimes of the Lord. And Guna Sankirtan, glorifying the qualities of the Lord. So, Nam, Roop, Guna and Leela Sankirtan. There are 4 types of Sankirtan. But sometimes devotees just think when we say Sankirtan, it's just chanting like Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So, it's not like this. Today, when we are sitting here together, we are also doing Sankirtan because we are more than 2, we are more people, and we are saying the glories of the Lord, the glories of the devotees of the Lord. So we are doing Sankirtan now. And this is also Yoga Dharma. So actually, Naradji asked so Bhagavan Sri Krishna that what is the Yoga Dharma in the Kali Yuga? How we can achieve you, how we can attain you, how we can get your association. Hey Bhagavan, hey Lord, how I can serve your lotus feet? Naradji was asking. And Bhagavan said, Lord himself said, hey Narada, Naham vasami vaikunthe, Naham vasami vaikunthe, yoginam hirdaya chai, yatra Tatra vasami narade, tatra tisthami narade, yatra gayanti mad bhaktam, or mad bhaktam yatra gayanti. So, hey Narada, I am not in the Vaikunt Lok. I am not residing. People think I am just residing in the Vaikunt Lok. I am not there only. And some people think I am in the heart of the great yogis who are doing tapasya for many, many years. Many, in the Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga, people were doing tapasya for many, many thousand years. In the secluded places, in the isolated places, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. So I am not also in the heart of those yogis who are doing this tapasya, austerities. But Narada, I am situated where my devotees are glorifying me, my name, my qualities, my guna, my leelas, and about the glories of my devotees. So I am situated where my devotees are also glorified. So this is the position of the Lord. Lord himself says that glorification, even more than my glorification of my devotees is more important. So now actually we are in the doorstep of a very auspicious festival. Very soon we will have Bhisma Panchak Vrata. Bhisma Panchak Vrata are these 5 days, last 5 days of Kartika, and everybody is waiting. The devotees are waiting whole year for this auspicious time. And we are very lucky here that our Gaurades congregation has organized this katha about Bhisma Dev Stuti. It's a 7 days katha. And we will begin with katha. So first I have to offer obeisances to the acharyas. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakhya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namah. नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णा पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरतुसे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So at first, I want to discuss about the flow of the 7 days katha, how the katha will proceed further. So we will talk about briefly about the glories of the Bhisma Panchak Vrat. This is also called Panch Bhisma Vrata. We will discuss together the background and how to observe this Vrata. Then after this we can talk about the why we need prayers, because we are talking about Bhisma Stuti. Bhisma Stuti means prayers of the Bhisma Dev to the lotus feet, unto the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna. So what is the significance? Why we need prayers? Why we have to offer prayers? So this we will also try to discuss if the time is left today. And then we will start with the life of Sri Bhisma Dev, life and teachings, how his life, there are so many mysterious things in the life of Bhisma Dev, and we will try to get the answer of these questions. Then Sri Bhisma Dev instructs Yudhishthira Maharaj in the Kurukshetra, in the land of holy land of Kurukshetra, when Bhisma Dev was on the bed of arrows, on the deathbed, and Yudhishthira Maharaj visited Bhisma Dev by recommendation of Sri Krishna. He visited with his all brothers, and then Bhisma Dev make the instructions, and this is one of the major instructions, the major discourse by any Mahajana for the devotees in the Vedic culture. Then we will discuss about Sri Bhisma Dev's stutis for Lord Sri Krishna. Before Bhisma Dev left his body on the deathbed, and before leaving the body, he offered very, very wonderful prayers, very deep prayers with the full absorption of Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna was presently sitting in front of Bhisma Dev. And Bhisma Dev has these offers. We will then later go to these prayers. So at first, as I mentioned, we have to a little bit glorify the Bhisma Panchak Vrata, which is the most auspicious Vrata. Bhisma Panchak Vrata is actually the last 5 days of the Kartika. And this year it is coming from 12th November to 15th November. Normally it is 5 days, but this year, some overlapping of the days in the Vedic calendar, it is only 4 days. So it is 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th, 4 days only. So it starts from the Kartik Kartik Ekadasi. So we have now Deva Utthana Ekadasi, when all the demigods and Lord is waking up from, and Lord himself, Lord Vishnu is waking up from the Yoga Nidra, and all the demigods are waking up on the Ekadasi, coming Ekadasi. This is on Tuesday, on 12th of November. The Bhisma Panchak Vrat will start on this day, and it will end on the full moon. And this full moon is in the Vedic culture, it's also called Deva Deepavali. So there are two Deepavalis. One we have already celebrated Deepavali, and this Purnima is also called Deva Deepavali. So this is the last day of Bhisma Panchak. So this year we have 4 days. It is said that in the whole year, in 1 year, the 4 months are very auspicious. And these 4 months are Chaturmas Vrata. This is very, very auspicious. Narada got the perfection in this Chaturmas. He observed the Chaturmas Vrata, he served the Vaisnavas and Bhakti Vedantas. and Narada got the perfection in these Chaturmas days. And all the devotees all over the world are also performing this Chaturmas Vrata. Most of them are performing this Vrata. But sometimes we take some Vrata, we take some vow, some austerities, but we are not able to fulfill that. We are very enthusiastic, but sometimes we miss that. There are very, very restrictions about eating, restrictions about the, doing our nicely japa, waking up early in the morning, taking bath early morning before japa, and so on. There's so many nice, regulations and niyama for this Chaturmas Vrata. But sometimes we miss that due to some circumstances. So Lord is so merciful. So Lord says, okay, you have missed it, no problem. I give you another chance. So Lord gives us Kartik month. So Lord says, okay, if you have missed Chaturmas, I give you Kartik. If you follow the vows in Kartik month, you will achieve the perfection. Then in Kartik month, we do so many, devotional services, Deepdan, Damodarastakam, Japa, early morning Japa, Brahma Muhurta Japa, Bhagavatam and all. So, but sometimes, in Kartik also, this is my personal situation. I don't say about you. You are all very respectable devotees for me. So my personal situation is that even in Kartika, I miss my vows sometimes. The timings are missed. Yeah, the japa I planned for early morning, only Brahma Muhurt, maybe it is shifted to the different time of the day. So then what to do if we miss the Kartik also? What is our, option? What is the option? So Lord says, okay, I give you another chance. Lord is always giving the chance to the devotees. Lord says, if you have failed somehow, some days or sometimes to observe the Kartik Vrat, I give you another opportunity. If you observe the Bhisma Panchak Vrata, then you can get all the phala, all the results of whole Chaturmas, all the phala of whole Kartik, just by these 5 days. And in this year, 4 days. So Lord has given further discount, He's always giving discount to us. We have to accept. He made 5 to 4 this year. So we should be more motivated to take up this Vrata, all of us. Actually, this Vrata is also related to Bhisma Dev. So that's why it is called Bhisma Panchak Vrata. And also known as, because Bhisma Dev also performed this Vrata. Actually, sometimes some devotees or on some websites, I have seen in ISKCON websites, some temple websites, there they say that Bhisma Dev has fasted last 5 days of his life. When he was preparing to leave his body, he fasted last 5 days, and then 5th day, he left the body, and this is called Bhisma Panchak Vrata. Some people say like this, but I am not agree. And because, Bhisma Dev did not died in Kartika. Bhisma Dev left his body in Makar Sankranti, because there is, one sloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. As we know that first come the Gita Jayanti, after Kartika and in December somewhere Gita Jayanti. After Gita Jayanti, the war is starting in Kurukshetra, 18 days war. And then, Bhisma Dev will get arrows and, then he will be on deathbed. He is waiting until his kingdom is, safe by Yudhishthira Maharaj. And then he left his body when the sun is coming to the Uttrayana in the northern hemisphere. Now the sun is in the southern hemisphere. And on the day of Makar Sankranti, normally it comes from 14th of January around. And in this day, when the sun moves from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere, in that Rasi, in Makar Rasi, in Makar sign, then Bhisma Dev left the body in front of Bhagavan Sri Krishna by doing his stutis. This we will talk in detail in the next days. So this is not correct that Bhisma Dev left his body in the last day of Kartika. I clarified this from a very, very senior Vaishnava devotee, and he is a key member of the ISKCON Shastrik Committee. Our ISKCON GBC has a Shastrik Committee, a ministry for Shastras, and he's the key active member. And I talked with him. I told Prabhu, some people are saying like it is the last day of Kartika. He says, no, it's not like this. Bhisma Dev left his body on the Makar Sankranti in January, for example. So what is then Katha? He sent me a very nice document actually. And this document is this. This is a book. This is in Sanskrit and there is a translation in Hindi. He sent me this document. I read this document, the abstract from it. And I found what exactly the Bhisma Panchak Vrata is from this book. I can share with you, but it's Sanskrit and Hindi. So I will try to say some more like some abstract, some, summary of this book. So as I mentioned, this is the last 5 days of Kartika, from waxing moon, from the it starts from Ekadasi to full moon, and this vrata was performed by many great devotees in all the yugas. In Satyuga, this vrata was performed by great rishis, Vasisth Rishi, Atri Rishi, and there are 7 rishis, not the Sapt rishis. They were all performing this vrata in the Satyuga. Then in Treta Yuga, the ancestor of Lord Sri Ram, Ambarish Maharaj, the great devotee, he performed this vrata. And there is a pastime about it. It's written in this book, pastime of Ambarish Maharaj. And in Dwapar Yuga, this vrata was performed by Bhisma Dev himself. And Pandavas also performed in their past life. So there is a story about Pandavas, about Bhisma Dev, about Ambarish Maharaj. There are many stories about Narada Dev story also there. So in Kali Yuga also devotees are performing. In all the yugas, this vrata is being performed. Bhisam Panchaka vrata. Actually, as per this book, this vrata is not called Bhisam Panchaka. Of course, it's a simplified form. It is called Panch Bhisma Vrata Katha. It's the same like Bhisam Panchaka or Panch Bhisma Vrata Katha. Bhisma Dev once asked to Lord Sri Krishna, "Hey Vasudev, why you are always Pandavas? You are always with Pandavas. You are loving so much them. You are caring for them. You know, you spend less time in Dwarka with your wives. You have 16,108 wives. You don't spend that much time with them, but you spend more time with Pandavas." Lord is more merciful on the devotees. Now he spent more time with his pure devotees. Why you are so much, together with them, always in their association? And once Duryodhan called you, invited you for a feast. Duryodhan invited Lord Krishna. He wanted to please Lord Krishna because he wanted to get some boons and he wanted to buttering. Duryodhan was not devotee. He was just want to do some buttering, flattering. So Duryodhan invited Krishna, "Vasudev, please come. I will give a feast and it will be very opulent." But Krishna did not accept his offer. Rather, Krishna went to Pandavas. Rather, Krishna went to Vidura. Vidura is a Dasi Putra. And Vidura's wife she gives? Banana skin of the banana, the peeling of the banana. And he was eating. Krishna was eating. So Krishna is Bhavagrahi Janardana. So Bhismadev is saying, "You are doing such act with the devotees, but you did not go to Duryodhan. What is the reason? Please tell me the reason." And Krishna says, "This Duryodhan, he don't have bhava. He don't have bhakti for me. But Pandavas has bhakti." And then Bhismadev, "Can you tell something about Pandavas? What they did?" Then Krishna told a pastime story. In the past life of Pandavas, they performed this Bhisam Panchak Vrat. It's a very long story actually. Yeah, because it's not the main theme of our katha. So I will not be reciting the whole story, the pastimes, like how the Pandavas did, the 5 Pandavas, and they did the vrata, and so it's the story available. I can also later on tell you. There is another interesting story which was in the Satyuga. This is about Narada, our Maharishi Narada, Devarishi Narada. There is another story. So I will tell this story. This is a short story. Once what happens, Narada Dev did lot of austerities, a lot of, very strong vratas, pure, because he's a very pure devotee. So he did lot of austerities. But with these austerities, he got puffed up because he achieved lot of result with the austerities. And he got lot of jnana and lot of, results of this austerity. As a result of the austerities, he was completely able to control his senses, and even he was able to control Kamadev. Kamadev is a lord of Cupid lord, na? Kamadev. So it is very difficult to control Kamadev actually. Kamadev is very powerful. He is very subtle. So Narada has conquered Kamadev, and Narada was very proud. "I have conquered Kamadev. I have conquered Kamadev." And Narada can travel everywhere in the universe. So Narada went to his father first. When the son got some achievement, he goes to his father. I did it. So Narada went to Brahma Loka, Satya Loka, the topmost Loka in this material universe. And he said, Pitaji, father. He is a father and guru both, Brahmaji, for Narada. Hey father, I have conquered even Kamadev. You know, I have achieved this position now. Nobody can conquer Kamdev. I have conquered Kamdev. And Brahmaji was, he go, okay, very nice. You have told me I am not only your guru, but I am also your father. So it's okay personally. It is between both of us. So don't tell with anybody else. So, but that sometimes when we are puffed up, we don't understand these instructions from guru. So Brahmaji as a guru gave the instructions. He's guru of our parampara, na? Brahmaji. We are Brahma, Brahma Madhav Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Brahma is our initial guru. But sometimes we miss the instructions of the guru. And then you know the result. So Narada did not listen. He did not care. He was so, in his glories. He went to Lord Shiva. But, Brahmaji especially said, don't go to Lord Shiva. Because he knows the position of Lord Shiva. So, but Narada did not listen. Narada went to Lord Shiva, and Narada was, paying obeisances. Lord Shiva also paying obeisances, And then Narada says, Lord Shiva, I have conquered Kamadev. Then Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva, what to say? Lord Shiva says, okay, Narada, you are so exalted, and I know your position. You are a pure devotee of Lord Sri Hari. Yes, my Dandavat to you, my pranam. But don't tell to anybody else. This is not good. Don't tell. You told to me it's okay, but don't tell anybody else. But Narada, he did not listen. He was in a different world, in a higher, he was high. So he even went to Lord Vishnu. He went to Vaikuntha. He has a direct entry. Nobody has a direct entry to the Vaikuntha Lok. Even Devatas, Indra, Arun, Varun, Kuber, they have no entry to Vaikuntha Lok. They have only entry up to the Brahmadev. But Narada is so transcendental. He has an entry to the Vaikuntha Lok. He went to Lord Vishnu. But Lord Vishnu is Antaryami. He knows everything. What is going on in our heart. Sometimes we forget about it, but Lord never forget. Lord is Antaryami. So Narada told the same thing. My Lord, I have achieved something. I have conquered Kamadev, the Cupid Lord. And Lord Vishnu was already knowing, actually. So he was aware, okay. But there is one thing. Lord Vishnu, he is very compassionate, like he never want to penalize devotees. Sometimes demigods, when we disobey them, they penalize us. Like Indra, what he did to the Brajavasis. We had a Govardhan festival recently. So what he did to Brajavasi, he want to kill them all. And there are many times some demigods, when they get angry to the jivas, they give a lot of troubles. Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Adhyatmik, lot of klesas. But Lord is so merciful. Even we do some aparadha at lotus feet of the Lord, he forgives us. So Lord says, okay, you are puffed up. So Lord always try to rectify his devotee. He never punishes, but sometimes it looks punishment, but finally we get the purity by his punishment. So Bhagavan Sri Vishnu told Narada, actually one quality of the Lord is that Lord has a special food. You know what is the food of the Lord? Sometimes we say the special food is kheer prasadam. Each one of us has a special food we eat. Sometimes simply wonderfuls or peda from Vrindavan, from Mathura, or some other Mahaprasadam. Every devotee have their choice. And Prabhupada kachaudis, of course, everybody likes in the Kartik. So, but Lord has, of course, Lord accepts this food, but Lord has a different food also. And one food of the Lord, what Lord eats? Lord eats the ahamkara, the false ego of their devotees, of his devotees. He eats the false ego. This is his main food actually. He has eaten the false ego of Brahma in the Brahmochan Leela. He has eaten the false ego of Indra in the Govardhan Leela. Every time, many Leelas, he has always eaten the false ego of the devotees. And this time also, Narada. And Lord says, okay, Narada, you are perfect, you are very nice. So I have one, I want to get something from you. Can you do one service, a small service to me? Can you go to there is a pond, there is a sarovar. In English, it's called pond. There is a sarovar in the Prithvi Lok. can you go there and get some water for me? I need that water. Narada said, yeah, of course, I will bring. Narada can very fast with the speed of mind. He can go. So Narada was in the Sarovara and that particular, and he was picking the water, and then he saw one very, very beautiful girl, a woman. In the Bhisma Panchak Vrat, it is written about this katha that it was 16 years old, a very young girl, a very beautiful, charming girl. And Narada, when he saw this girl, he became so attracted. He was very attractive, so he fell in love. And he proposed to the girl that I want to marry you. Because our senses, sometimes, we never know when the senses can deceive us. So the girl says, you have to take permission from my father. Actually, this girl was created by Kamadev himself. So this was a Leela. So girl was created by Kamadev. He went to the father of the girl, and Narada says, I want to marry your daughter. And the father says, yeah, you can marry. You are very well known, reputed, and we are very happy that you marry my daughter. But I want to marry my daughter with someone who has a four-arm body, like Vishnu. I want to marry with someone like this. In the Vishnu Lok, there are devotees who has four-arm body. Of course, they don't have two things mainly, Kastubhya Mani and Srivatsa. Srivatsa is the place where Lakshmi ji and the Kastubhya Mani, Kastubhya. So two things they don't have, and then they look like a Vishnu body. And Narada says, Lord Vishnu, I go to him. And he went to Lord Vishnu, bring the water. And Lord Vishnu, actually, he said to Lord Vishnu, I want a four-arm body, that like he want to marry the girl. And Lord Vishnu changed his face also. Not only the four-arm body, he changed the face. And when Narada went there, the face was monkey face. And when the girl saw the face, she was laughing loudly. What is this? And Narada feel very insulted. And this was the Sarovara, this pond. And Narada saw the face and, oh, I'm monkey. So Narada was very, very, feeling very offended and very low feeling. And Narada actually went to Lord and he begged pardon. He went sorry. He said, Lord, I'm very sorry. I was puffed up. So he realized his mistake actually, what I did. And Narada, he went to all the Tirth Yatra, Dham Yatra in the, 3 words. He performed Dham Yatra, he purified himself. He did a lot of austerities because he wanted to do the repentance, the austerities, because he did aparadha, due to his false ego. So Narada did this, and one of the vrata, which is mentioned in this book, is Narada performed Bhisma Panchak Vrata. So this is the glory of the Bhisma Panchak Vrata, that, when someone like Narada also get purity and get his original position by performing this vrata. So this is a vrata very good for us, very, very recommended for all of us. As I mentioned, Bhisma Dev himself did, Pandavas did, Vasisth Rishi and all, like Ambrish Maharaj. There, about all the rishis, about Ambrish Maharaj also there is a katha, as I mentioned, about Pandavas, about a katha, but there is no time today. We have to proceed further with our main katha of Bhisma Dev. So what we do actually in this Bhisma Panchak Vrat, I think you know already, you do also every year, but maybe it is always better to recall and do some simran, some repeat it, so that we purify ourselves and we remember the main points. Actually, in this vrata, we do whatever we do in the Kartik. We do Deep Dan, Damodarastakam, Bhagavatam, Kirtan, and devotee association, serving the devotees, serving the Vaishnavas. One of the main important tasks in this vrata is also serving, because I have read these kathas in this book, so it is mentioned that serving the devotees is very important. So we have luckily, fortunately, we are in Gauradesh and we have chance to serving the devotees in the Gauradesh. So temple seva is very important in these days. One important thing is Deep Dan. When we do to Lord Damodara, we can do also Deep Dan to the Akasa, to the sky. This is very special for these 5 days. There is a reason about it. And the reason is, Bhisma Dev, because his vrata is called Bhisma Panchak Vrata. And Bhisma Dev, in his past life, his original identity is he's one of the Vasus. There are total 8 Vasus. And you know demigods? So there are demigods which are sons of Aditi. There are 12 Aditya, sons of Aditi. And Kashyapna, Rishi Kashyap and Aditi have 12 sons. And one of the son is the Vamana Dev, Lord Vamana. And then we have sons of Rudra, total 11 Rudra. They're also demigods. Then we have these demigods, Vasus, 8 Vasus. And they're in the name Agni, Aha, Dhara, Aditya, Vayu, Soma, Dyaus, and Dhruva. And this Dyaus is sky element. This is Vasu, this Vasu Dyaus is called, in the next Janma he becomes Bhisma Dev actually. This Dyaus is Bhisma Dev. So these are the 8 Vasus. And Bhisma Dev is, as you know here, it is sky, sky, Akasa. So when we offer Deep Dan, then we should respect Bhisma Dev. It's very, very important because this Vrata was told by Bhisma Dev to Yudhishthira, and also he performed this Vrata himself in a very pure way. So we should respect Bhisma Dev by offering lamp to the sky, because sky is representing Bhisma Dev here. And what else? There is actually Bhisma Dev was brahmachari. He observed he was a great celibacy. So we should observe brahmacharya vrat. Of course, devotees observe brahmacharya vrat also in Kartik, but it's a special 5 days. We must observe. It's a must actually to observe brahmacharya celibacy in these last 5 days, because it's for meditating on Bhisma Dev, the pure devotee of the Lord. And he himself was a very strong brahmachari, very pure brahmachari, the whole life. I want to tell one thing about the Deep Dan for Akas, for the sky. Actually, in the India, in the former times, in the temples, they lit the lamp, the ghee lamp. They were also lighting the lamp on the top of the temple, on the peak of the temple. The ghee lamp was lighted. There was a special place made at the peak, and the ghee lamp. And after reading this book, now I understand why they were lighting this lamp on the sky, because Akash Tattva. They want to show the lamp to the Akash. The Jyoti of the lamp, the flame of the lamp should be seen by the sky in the open. So they were lighting the lamp on the top of the temple. And there is a pastime about it. Our 7 Devalya, 7 temples of our Goswamis. Our Goswamis have established these temples in Vrindavana. They used to have a ghee lamp on the top of the temple, Radha Govind temples at the top. And if I correctly remember, it was minimum 20 kilo ghee was put, 20 liter ghee. Normally we have little ghee in our Deepak. 20 liter ghee was put on the Deepak, such a big Deepak, lamp. And it was put on the peak of the Govind Dev temple. And at that time, it was 500 years before, when our Goswamis were in this Bhu Vrindavan. This lamp was lighting, shining. The temple was also 7 stories temple. It was not, now it is only 2 stories or 3 stories. It was 7 stories temple. And the ghee lamp is lighting on the 7 stories temple with a 20 kilo ghee. So how much flame is there? And that time the emperor was Mughal, Aurangzeb. And from Agra and Mathura and Vrindavan, around 80 kilometers or 70 to 80 kilometers, actually the distance. And this was so brilliant light in this month of Kartika. It was offered to the Akash, to the sky. Aurangzeb saw this Deepak, this lamp, and he said to his army, his commander, "What is this?" And the commander said, "This is a light, this is a lamp in the Vrindavan, in a Radha Govind temple, and this is a very, very glorious temple of Lord Sri Govinda, Sri Krishna." And Aurangzeb becomes envious. He was a demon, actually, by his nature, demonic king. So he was very envious. He said, how they have such a glorious, how they can have such a glorious, lamp. So he immediately sent his army, and they broke the temple. Radha Govind Dev was transferred by the devotees to Jaipur. It's also called Gupta Vrindavan. And he also broke other temples, Radha, Madan Mohan, and other temples. And some deities like Madan Mohan and other deities went to Jaipur. It's still there, the original deities. And now we have a temple in Vrindavan, Radha Govind Dev temple in Vrindavan, which is we are visiting. So this is the pastime that we have a ghee lamp offered at the top. So we should do it in the Bhisma Panchak Vrat. And yeah, there are actually 3 levels of vrata on the platform. We do, like, for example, level 1, we can remain 5 days on the Panchagavya. Panchagavya is like there, like cow dung. One day we eat cow dung, one day, then next day we drink the cow urine. Then next day we have a cow ghee or cow milk. Yeah, 4th day. This time it's only 4 days, so I don't know. 5th day normally we drink all together. Na? Cow dung, cow urine, cow ghee and cow milk all together 5th day. This is, some devotee do it, but it's not necessary. You can decide. And the next level of the vrata is like we can take falahahar, we can take some fruits in the evening, actually, like we do in Ekadasi also, na, that we take fruits. So we can also boil some vegetables and fruits, and we can take also raw or boiled, but don't put oil and all, na, this is not good, or either boiled or raw. Then the 3rd level is havisya, 3rd level, which where you are allowed to eat anna, grains like atapa rice, special rice, and then there is a wheat and different kind of fruits you can eat. So different levels. Actually, I would like to recommend, because I talked with one senior devotee about this, and he said we should not keep this fast by our own whimsically, like we decide ourselves and then we keep the most austere level. We should not do it. We should speak with senior devotees, with our mentors, with our spiritual guide, with our Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru. If the Shiksha Guru is like Diksha Guru is accessible, then we should talk to Diksha Guru, and we should talk, Guru Maharaj, Bhisma Panchak is coming, what should I do? Can I do this vrata, and which level I should do? Because Guru Maharaj knows what level we should do. And then Shiksha Guru also can tell, depending on your availability. Because without Guru, if we do such a austerity without Guru, it is said that it is no use, actually. So we should take permission of the Guru to do such a austerity. The most important austerity or most important dharma is Param Vijate Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Although because of bodily reasons, time, place and circumstances, if we are not able to do this vrata, like just on the cow dung, cow ghee or cow urine, cow milk, if we cannot do like this, or some devotees just on the water, devotees are so great that they are doing on the water also the whole 5 days, and some on the fruits. So if due to bodily circumstances or limitations we are not able to do like this, the most important vrat is Param Vijate Sri Krishna Sankirtana. Naam Sankirtana, Rupa Sankirtana, Guna Sankirtana and Leela Sankirtana. And glorifying the devotees. This is most important. And the most important devotee for us in the Bhisma Panchak is the Bhisma Dev. He is the Vaishnava Thakur. So we want to sing a small song for the glories of the Bhisma Dev, because Bhisma Dev, Sri Sri Vijay Gauranga Dayal Nitaya ki Jai, Sri Prabhupada ki Jai. So in between the katha, maybe 1 or 2 stanza. What time the katha will end, Prabhu? 9 o'clock, na? Okay, we have still 25 minutes, so we can have maybe 1 stanza only. We will sing because we want to start the katha with the auspiciousness offering to the Bhisma Dev. So please begin. I think you all know this O.A. Vaishnava Thakur. So we are glorifying Lord Vishnu through this song, O.A. Vaishnava Thakur. So you can also, if you, you can open your mobiles also if you like, KKS songs. I think 1 stanza is enough. I think we can sing all together, no? Maybe you can. Or you want to sing more? Yeah? You want to? Yeah, okay, we can maybe a little bit continue. We have still, yeah. श्री वैष्णव ठाकुर की जय, भीष्म देव की जय. So, thank you very much. Actually, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are many prayers are given. If we see the flow of Srimad Bhagavatam, I just try to make some, sequence what is going on in the first canto. In the first canto, actually, after the questions by the rishis in the Naimisaranya to Suta Goswami, Suta Goswami is answering to the questions of rishis, and there the topic comes about the beginning of the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, when the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna begin in Bhagavatam. So it begins first after the Mahabharata war. So there was a great war of Mahabharata. It was 18 days, this war. And after the war, it is coming in the first canto, 7th chapter. that Aswathama, he killed the 5 sons of Draupadi. Sleeping condition, the 5 sons, because war was already won by Pandavas. But this Aswathama, he, by cheating in the night, he killed 5 sons of Draupadi. And then Arjun was running behind him to caught him, and Arjun also caught him. So the first prayer was made when, Aswathama also made a Brahmastra on Sri Sri Vijay Gauranga Dayal Mitrai ki jai. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. So Arjun, Aswathama even also, suited Brahmastra on Arjuna. And Arjuna prayed to Lord Sri Krishna. This was the first prayer. Arjuna already prayed to Lord Krishna to save, and Krishna saved Arjuna from the Aswathama. But Aswathama, since he want to kill the last also, like he killed 5 sons at first, and then he was already, he was forgiven, because Bhima and Arjuna, they want to kill Aswathama for his sins, because he killed 5 sons who were just sleeping condition. It is not allowed to kill the children and kill the sleeping people as per Vedic Shastras. And he did this heinous act, and Lord Krishna's permission was there that they can give danda, Mrityu danda. But Yudhishthira Maharaj don't want to give Mrityu danda. Even Draupadi, they asked to Draupadi, they were your sons, please decide if you really want to punish him a Mrityu danda. And Draupadi was so compassionate. Here comes the qualities of the Vaishnava, how the Vaishnavas are. If somebody's 5 young sons are killed by someone's sleeping condition, and she is still, showing compassion. She says, oh, he's a Brahmana Putra, he's a Guru Putra, and we should not kill him. And if we kill him, what we get out of it, we will not get our son return. So she was so compassionate. And actually, I want to tell my personal memory or impression. When I first time read Srimad Bhagavatam in my life, the first time in my life, at that time, in the first canto, when I come to this pastime of Draupadi forgiving Aswathama, I felt so compassionate. I first time came to know the Vaishnava qualities, actually. I was thinking, yeah, Vaishnavas are nice, they are chanting, they are good, but I was not aware about their real qualities. What are their real, how in the severe conditions, in the opposite conditions, how the Vaishnavas react. I was not that much, my understanding was not that much. But when I read this pastime in canto, first canto, 7th chapter, that time I come to know that how a Vaishnava is, the character of the Draupadi. And she is the most respected Vaishnava for us, because in such a circumstance he forgave Aswathama. But Aswathama was very cruel, very bad. He was not supposed to be forgiven, actually, because he was just increasing his sins. So what he did, he was forgiven and he was run away. He ran away, but he again, tried to do mischievous act, because there was one last hire of this whole Kuru Vansha, Kuru dynasty, and he was in the womb of Uttara. Uttara was wife of Abhimanyu, and Abhimanyu is son of Arjuna. So Abhimanyu was also died in the Kurukshetra war, and the wife has a son. She was pregnant, and she has a son in the womb, Parikshit Maharaj, and Aswathama tried to kill him. He shoot a Brahmastra on the womb of Uttara, and Uttara prayed. This was the second prayer. Uttara prayed to Lord Sri Krishna to save. Uttara knows only Krishna can save. There is no other second thought. She immediately surrendered. Sometimes we take time to surrender. Na? We try to look help here and there. He can help me. He can help me. Maybe I can help myself. Sometimes we try on our strength, and we make efforts here and there in the material world. Talk to the friends, parents, this, that. But Uttara was very intelligent. She was a devotee. She knows. She immediately surrendered to Lord Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna herself, in the womb. He's saving Parikshit Maharaj. So this was the prayer by Uttara. And then the prayers come from Kunti Maharani. Now Krishna says, okay, I have saved Parikshit. Now everything is done. Yudhishthira will become the king. Now you are all settled. Now I should go to Dwarka. My 16,108 queens are waiting for me, and my Dwarka is waiting for me. So I should leave now. But Kunti Maharani also made a prayer in chapter 8. And they are very famous prayers. And after that, when Kunti Maharani made prayers, she requested the Lord to stay back, actually. And the Lord stayed back on her request, because Lord has to do further pastimes. So he has always a Leela, because Bhisma Dev, he has to meet Bhisma Dev, and Bhisma Dev has to leave the body in front of him. So Lord already knows what to do next, but he want to do it through devotees. That devotees, request, and he want to glorify his devotees. So he glorified Kunti Maharani by her prayers, and he stayed on the request of Kunti Maharani, that we know, okay, Kunti Maharani stopped Lord there. And then Lord, with Yudhishthira Maharaj, Lord went to Kurukshetra, and then the whole pastime happened, which we cover in the next days. So this is the flow of the prayers. Actually, there are many prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam. You all know there are so many prayers. What are the different prayers in the Srimad Bhagavatam? Maybe we can recall some of the prayers, because if we recall the devotees and the prayers, we get a lot of purification. We get that bhav. And Lord always happy when we make such prayers and we glorify the devotees. So the different prayers in the Bhagavatam, we try to remember some of the prayers. The prayers of Arjuna is said, prayer of the Uttara is said. Then we have Kunti Maharani prayers are there. Bhisma Dev prayers will come also. And then we have prayers of Dhruva Maharaj in the 4th canto. Then we have prayers of Gajendra. We have prayers of Gajendra the elephant. We have prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. We have prayers of Brahmaji, Brahma Brahmochana Leela. Actually, in 3rd canto also, Brahmaji is making the prayers while creating the Srishti in the creation. He is making the prayers of Lord. And then in Brahma again makes the prayers in the 10th canto, Brahma Vimochana Leela. Then there are prayers of the Indra. Then there are prayers of Chitraketu Maharaj. There are also prayers of Akrura in the 10th canto. There are prayers of Gopi Gita in the 10th. So many prayers. Actually, I was just making a list yesterday evening. I was trying to make a list how many prayers. I found already 40 prayers, 40 such prayers, different prayers. Vedas are doing the prayer. Demigods are doing prayer multiple times. Lord Shiva is doing the prayer. So many prayers. So why we do the prayers actually? What is the use of prayers? What is the significance of the prayers? I know you already know this, but I'm saying this only for my purification and my understanding only. That as I understand, we do the prayers because we are fallen jivas, we are living entities in this world, and we have trapped into this Maya. And we are just in the cycle of life, life, birth and death. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janam Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukh Dos Anudarsanam. So we are in the cycle of birth, death, old age, disease. Prabhupada always repeats these things. And we keep on remaining like this if we don't take the shelter. Actually, we are the eternal part and parts of the Lord, and we are servant of the Lord. Jivira Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. But we have forgotten this due to avidya, due to ignorance. But we have to revive that relationship. We have to do this sambandha. We have to get that sambandha. And that sambandha, how we can achieve the sambandha? By prayers. When we pray to the Lord, we say, Lord, we are yours. You are my, I am yours. You are my Lord. This is prayer. So prayer is to achieve, to attain, and to re-get, to re-achieve, to re-establish our sambandha with the Lord. So the main element of the prayers are, when we do the prayer, first of all, we should feel gratefulness to what God has already given to us. Lord has given to so many things. Lord has given us devotees. Lord has given us temple, Gaurades. Lord has given us nice prasadam, katha. Lord has given us so many things, our families, children, parents. Lord has given us everything. And the most important, Lord has given us the human form of the life. Manusya durlabha jivan. Lord has given us this human form of the life. This is very important, and we have to be very, very grateful for that. Because this is just by the mercy of Lord. We got this. We have no qualification to get this human body. And in this human body, we can, by praying the Lord, we can achieve the perfection and we can establish our connection. And the second thing in the prayer, first thing is that we say gratitude for what we get. The second thing in the prayer is that we show danya bhav, insignificancy, that we are insignificant. Lord, I am nothing. I am just a dust, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by mood of Radharani, he is in the Sri Sikshastakam, he is saying, I Nand Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Ma Visme Bhavam Badau Kirpaya Tab Pad Pankaja Sita Dhuli Sidarsam Vichintaya. Hey Lord, hey Nandlal, hey Nand Suta, hey Suta of Nand, I am just trapped in material existence, in Janam Mirtyu Jara Vyadi. Please, relieve me from this. Just make a small particle of the dust at your lotus feet. This is the prayer which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself in the mood of Radharani is offering. So we have to keep this bhav. This is called Dainya bhav, bhav of insignificancy. Then next we can ask something to the Lord also. But what we ask to the Lord actually? Should we ask to the Lord, Lord, give me a good life, give me a good wife, give me a lot of wealth, money, luxury life, a nice car, give me good health. Yeah, sometimes we can ask. Can we ask these things? Is it the prayer actually that we ask these things to the Lord? If we see that Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, when he was doing prayers, his original intention was that when he started his prayers, he wanted to get a kingdom bigger than his grandfather, Brahmaji. He wanted a kingdom bigger than Brahmaji, and he made a tapasya in Madhuvan, in Mathura. And he did 6 months austerity, and Lord appears in front of him in 4-arm form. And Lord says, Dhruva, I am very happy with you. Even Lord touched his his conch to the Dhruva, then Dhruva got the wisdom. And ask me what you need, what you want. So initially, when he started the motivation that he want a kingdom bigger than even his grandfather. And Lord knows the desire in the heart actually. But when he asked to Prahlad Maharaj says, Dhruv Maharaj says, oh my Lord, I don't want anything. Now you yourself is in front of me in your Chaturbhuja Rupa, in so transcendental form. I am purified. I am all happy. I am blissful. I don't need anything. This is, bhava of a devotee. The devotee never need anything. He always happy by serving the lotus feet. You are giving me this piece of glasses. I already got the diamond. And similarly, when Narsim Bhagwan, after killing Hiranyakashipu, he asked to Prahlad Maharaj, my son, I am very happy with your service, your samranam. You are doing my bhakti, so unflinching faith. Ask me what you need. And Prahlad Maharaj says, what you say, Lord Narsimha? What are you saying? I am not a businessman. I am not doing this bhakti, this samran of your name just because that I have to get something from you. So I just need your seva, life after life. So this is the bhav of a devotee. Even Kunti Maharani, what she asked? She just asked troubles. Lord, give me vipatti. Give me troubles. I need more troubles and pains so that I can remember you. So, Lord, devotee, how many of us can ask troubles in the life? Personally, if I say about myself, if I get troubles, I immediately say, Lord, please take out my troubles. Please, I want to, practice my bhakti without troubles. So this is, we are our, my bhav actually, personally. But Kunti's bhav is very high level bhav. And Gajendra is also saying similarly that I am an elephant. I am just an animal. I don't have any buddhi, any intellect. I cannot pray you. Just take me out from this bhav sagar, this material existence. So everybody's, devotees are praying like this. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says in the 4th verse of Sri Sikshastakam, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisa kamaye, mam janmani janmanesware, bhaktad bhaktir ahetuki tvai. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is reflecting the mood of a devotee, how a devotee should pray. I don't need the wealth. I don't need the beautiful woman. I don't need materialistic followers, a lot of followers, name and fame. I don't need the kavitam. Kavitam is the mantras in the Vedas which we invoke for the getting some karam kanda, not to get some material benefits, fruitive activities, that we chant the mantras only for fruitive activities. I don't need all these things. Bhavtat bhakti ahetuki toye. I need your ahetuki bhakti, causeless mercy. I need your devotional service, causeless devotional service. So this is the bhav of a devotee, that I don't need anything, any of these materialistic things. But this Ahtuki Bhakti, for how long we need it? How many days we need this Ahtuki Bhakti? For 5 days? For Bhisma Panchak only? This Ahtuki Bhakti, devotional service? Or for 1 month for Kartika? Or we need this Ahtuki Bhakti for 4 months for Chaturmas? Or we need it for the whole year? What is the mood of a devotee actually? The mood of the devotee for the whole life? Every life, yes. The mood of the devotee is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself says, Mam Janmana Janmaneswara. Hey Iswar, hey Supreme Personality of Godhead, I need this Ahtuki Bhakti. Mam Janmane Janmaneswara. Birth after birth, life after life. This is the mood of a devotee. So we discussed that what is the importance of the prayers, how to do the prayer, what is the mood of a devotee while doing prayers, and what is the benefit of doing a prayer. And now it's exactly 9 o'clock. So I would like to again beg my forgiveness at your pure feet. I'm not so advanced and not so qualified. As I told, my position is like a crow, and you are Garuda Dev for me. So although I'm sitting on this asana, still you are more respectable to me. Whatever I have spoken in this katha, if you have find something good and useful, and if it is something, I spoke something nice and right, this is the blessings of my Gurudeva and my Gurujana, my senior Vaishnavas. And if I made any mistakes in this katha today, then this mistake is because of my incompleteness, because of my own weakness. So please forgive me for my mistakes, and I would like to request you, now the real katha will begin. Actually, just want to give a small glance. I would like to give the, Parichya, the introduction of Bhisma Dev, who was a Bhisma Dev, then, how he was related, what was his position, and then I would also give you, some, I have a lot of, made some slides, prepared it for all of you. What are the mysterious act actually? I think it is coming here somewhere. Mysterious actions. This is important to give a teaser for the next class. So we will glorify Bhisma Dev yesterday. We will say what is his position as a great devotee, and who was he actually. He was a Vasu in the past life, and since he was a Vasu, he was a demigod position in the heaven lok. How he come to the Prithvi lok? How he come to the earth? So what was the Leela? So I will also tomorrow discuss this Leela. And then I will discuss all these points. There are so many controversies, so many mysterious things happened. And this we will try to discuss tomorrow. So thank you very, very much. Namaha Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedante Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarni Vancha Kalptarubhasya Kripa Siddhu Ve'evachay पतिता नाम पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णवगण की जय, गौरादेश धाम की जय, भीष्म पंचक व्रत की जय, भीष्म देव की जय।